With there being confirmation that there will be a Call of Duty movie, I decided to take a look at the characters I would like to see in the movie. Now, before we get on with this, I'm going to say I do want this game to be a somewhat modern sort of time setting. So, anyway, let's get on with the characters, in my opinion, that I don't want in the movie first. So, first I'm going to say anyone from Black Ops 3. I thought that campaign was just terrible. I don't want to see any of their characters. Absolutely none of them. No Taylor, no Corvus, none of it. Then, I'm going to say Ethan the Robot. Now, I know with Ethan the Robot, it's like, he was a good character and all, but like I say, I want this to be a somewhat modern setting, and I don't want to be seeing robots and all that going walking around. Then, I'm going to bring up two of the World War II boys in Styles and Aiello. Now, I thought these two were alright in their game, but at the end of the day, when you combine them to every Call of Duty game, do they make the top tier characters? No. In my opinion, they're just not worth having in the movie. And also from World War II, Officer Davies, I think his name was, of a like general there. I thought in World War II he was sort of meh, didn't really see enough of him, and therefore I don't really want to see him in a Call of Duty movie. Then we go on to Rourke from Ghosts. Now, it weren't really, he could have been an alright villain, just there was no real like explanation of what made him so bad, and therefore I'm not really sold on the idea of keeping him in a movie about Call of Duty. Then I'm going to say Mitchell and Gideon from Advanced Warfare, because they were just sort of there in Advanced Warfare, nothing really special about them. I mean, granted, Mitchell was the protagonist, and Gideon was, I can't remember what he was, but yeah, the two characters I thought worth putting in the video, but I don't want to see them in the movie. Then I'm going to say Elias Walker from Ghosts. Now, with Elias, he was just sort of, he was alright actually, to be honest, having the character's dad being in the game. But do I want to see him in the movie? Not really. I mean, he was killed off during the game, and to be honest, I don't think he's worth having into the movie. And finally, I'm going to say Philip Graves, because he was decent during the new Modern Warfare 2, but he did die during that game. Obviously only one appearance in a Call of Duty game. Do I want to see him being used then in the Call of Duty movie? Probably not. Then we move up to the characters I wouldn't mind seeing in the movie. Which, first one, I'm going to say Gaz. Really, could go with either of the Gazes. I'd probably say I prefer to have the newer one in the movie. I feel like he's obviously been in more games, and arguably his character development has been better than what the original guy was. Then I'm going to say Raul Menendez. Now, the reason he's here is because you will see in the characters I want, there is one villain there. So that's the guy I want to be as the overall main villain. Menendez will be a second choice for a main villain. I think he's a really good one, just not on the level of whoever's at number one. Another villain I've got listed down here, Imran Zakhaev. I think he'll be a bit of a rogue shout for this, but at the same time, he wouldn't be a bad one, alongside Khalid al-Assad. Now, he was one of the main villains in COD 4 as well, and he also led Middle Eastern terrorists. So that could be, because I said like a modern time setting, this could be an interesting way of doing it. Then, I'm going to say Harper from Black Ops 2. I mean, he would be funny, I think it'd be a good one, Harper. But at the same time, there's the option of having him killed when you play Black Ops 2. So, you know, do I want to like ruin some people's stories by who killed him and have him alive in the movie? That's my doubt. Then, I'm going to say Bowman from Black Ops 1. I thought, while he was there, he was alright. Just nothing special. He's not as good as Woods or Mason, but he weren't terrible either. So Bowman, I'm going to put him in the mid tier. I'm also going to say General Shepard, another villain, but however he could be an interesting one, because obviously he's known really for his plot twist, which obviously would be fun to use that in the movie. At the same time, it's been done in the original Modern Warfare trilogy, done the new Modern Warfare trilogy. It wouldn't be really a surprise at all if he turns out, starts a good guy, becomes a villain at the end. Then I'm going to say the Walker brothers from Ghosts. Now these are the only Ghost characters I wouldn't mind being in there, because I think it'd be alright seeing how these two could go on, possibly having Logan Walker be on the villains, as you know, at the end of Ghosts he was dragged off by Rock, so that could be interesting. Then I'm also going to say Riley from Ghosts as well. I thought he was pretty good as the dog, and also Russell Adler I'm going to add on as well. Finally, for the last three on the Wouldn't Mind, I'm going to say Kate Laswell, Sergeant Griggs and Jonathan Irons. Then, on the characters in my opinion you must have, first one, Viktor Reznov. I think he'd be a very good character to put in this game. Then, the villain, in my opinion it should be Vladimir Makarov. Then I'm going to say both Masons, Alex and David. I'm also going to put Frank Woods in there. And finally, three more characters I'm going to put in Ghost, Soap, and the guy who, in my opinion, has to be in there no matter what, Captain Price. Arguably the face of Call of Duty. I want Captain Price in this movie the most. Finally, let me know who you want to see in the movie in the comments below. And yeah, thank you for watching.